Do you ever find yourself sitting with your regular group of friends and realize that everyone looks alike, sounds alike, or even dress alike?
No.
Well, maybe you should ask yourself if you self-segregate.
First of all, what is self-segregation? By definition, self-segregation is the separation of a religious or ethnic group from the rest of society by the group itself. But in this case, it's a phenomenon of when you separate yourself into a group that share similar interests but appear to have minimal diversity within the group.
I try not to stay with my in-group a lot because I have a lot of different types of friends. So in-groups aren't really a thing since I have a bunch, but I do like to stay with the people that I know.
I see it definitely happening at our school, especially between races. It seems like the two races kind of separate each other, not like because one thinks it's better than the other, but just because they prefer to be in opposite groups.
I don't really find it as a problem. It's just, I don't know, it's just what you're comfortable with in a way.
I see segregation happening in our school. I'm not always sure if it's a self-segregation, like if it's a conscious or unconscious thing.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because it's people that can relate to you and people that like you have stuff in common with.
I feel like it can limit your experiences if you're only around the same kind of person, especially if it's the same kind of person as you.
Generally, when I try and make friends and whatnot, I don't really try and think about that. I really just think about, do they have similar interests?
It's not necessarily an issue. I just think when you're so into your in-group that you're not willing to branch out to other out-groups, that's when you have an issue, I think.
You have the freedom to mix and mingle, but naturally you surround yourself with people that are like you, that are similar to you. Not everybody's gonna be one big group. I know it seems like a stereotype, but usually when I'm hanging out with my African American friends, I always find myself getting into trouble or getting into uncomfortable situations, and it's more easygoing, more pure fun when I'm with my Caucasian friends. We don't get into that much trouble. Usually I prefer hanging out with people of the opposite race. If they always saw me hanging out with my black friends, then they would think that I was out of place or that I was lame because I don't want to do the things, I don't want to do all the things that they're doing. And so it's kind of a hard ground to find. Should I hang out with people that I'm more like and people think that I'm trying to be something that I'm not, or should I hang with the people that I am? I'm not the only one. I feel like a lot of other people have this issue. You look at somebody and you just judge them by their appearance, their outlook, but really a lot of people have a lot of things in common. I feel like we can just be ourselves and hang out with whoever we want to and just live a happy life, you know?
For The Deck, I'm Breland Thornton.